Oh no, I only have one life and no cash on hand. How I do this challenge? Guess I'll just hit play and see what. Oh, look, a black hole mysteriously spawns out of nowhere. But oh come on, it only lasts 8 seconds and there's a 2 minutes recharge time. And hey, wait a minute, did the portal just respawn itself? What's going on here? Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Bloons TD6 challenge video where today, as you can see, yeah, we're just speedrunning this challenge sort of, but let's talk about exactly what is the goal of this video. The goal of this video is just to hit around 1000. Like, you see the number on the top right hand corner? As long as it hits 1000, we have achieved, sorry, not 1000, 10,000. If 1 second we reach 10,000, we have accomplished our goal. So, exactly what is going on here? Now I need to explain a few things first. So, first of all, let's talk about the Legend of the Night ability. So, in case you guys didn't know, Legend of the Night is not just a very powerful tower. It also has an activated ability, or not activated ability, like, you know, this ability where you can move it around. No, we call this a passive ability. See, the Legend of the Night has this black hole ability where, you know, any balloon that escapes, that tries to go to the exit, a black hole will spawn. Now, the way this black hole works is that it absorbs almost any balloon, like even a bat. As you can see, the bat is just flying through and, you know, the black hole is still absorbing it. So, yeah, it literally absorbs anything. And, as you can see, well, I mean, I find it a bit strange. It doesn't takes it as its pop count, but that's besides the point. Point is, it still absorbs every single balloon. Now, of course, you would think, if Legend of the Night is so OP, why doesn't everyone just go for it? Simply because it only works for 8 seconds, but there's a recharge time of 2 minutes. Now, that is where the second thing you need to know comes in. You see, there's this thing in Bloons TD6 called challenges, and ever since a few updates ago, Ninja Kiwi has added some challenge modifiers. So let's take a look at the challenges here. Now, a lot of these are unnecessary. Now, balloon speed and mod speed is just to make us get to our goal faster. But as you can see, the most important thing that we need to have is this thing called the ability cooldown rate, which is at 5%. So what this does is to make all abilities go, well, recharge with that, as you know, the Legend of the Night ability takes 8 seconds but 2 minutes to recharge. It will take the 120 seconds, which is the 2 minutes recharge time, and then you divide it by 20, you end up with 6 seconds. So this ability lasts for 8 seconds, but it recharges in 6 seconds. But the thing is, the 6 seconds start from when the ability is being used. So as you can see, since the time that the ability is used overlaps with the, you know, recharge time of the ability, this means that in theory, this ability could go on forever, and that is exactly how this works. If you guys are new to this game and didn't see the first time when Challenge Editor first came out, there's this map called Bloons. It won't show up in, it won't show up in anything. Oh, and we have surpassed around 1000, which was a lot quicker than expected. The reason why I'm using this map rather than something like logs is because of how stupidly short this map is. We can just let the balloons fly by, and we don't have to wait until the balloons make its way to the exit like it logs. To make sure that this works, kind of different from our Paragon trials. Currently, I'm using a modifier to speed this game up by a lot. Currently 100 times the speed of, you know, fast forward, so technically 300 times, but still 100 times of fast forward. And this is not me speeding out the video, by the way, otherwise it won't look this clear. So let's see if I try to speed this up to 1000. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't lag too much, but there you go, it speeds up. And if I try to speed up to 3000, not sure if it lags out, but doesn't seem to lag out, but at least the rounds are still counting up, so that's the most important thing. But don't worry, I can always slow it down anytime. And as you can see, holy crap, this is just, okay, we're past 1000, and to be fair, there's a 500% balloon speed, so I'm going to slow down this video by 5 times. So now you guys can see how fast the bat is moving, let alone the 450 MGs in this point of the video. So yeah, I'm going to continue fast forwarding. Yeah, this is honestly insane. So yeah, this will be fun to experiment. The whole point is to test out and see how far we can go. In theory, unlimited rounds. But for the purposes of this video, well, we're supposed to go to 10,000, but we might surpass that a little, maybe 20,000, 30,000, who knows? Depending on whether my computer will lag out, because as the rounds go on, regardless of whatever you have, due to integer overflows and whatsoever, it's going to lag out the game a little bit, and as you can see, it's already starting to lag out. Not because it's at 3000% speed, sorry, 3000 times speed, it's just because that's how the game works. It just lags out over time. So we're going to see how high of a round we can go. As of now, I've been rambling on for about 7 minutes, but I'm going to start talking and we'll let the game do the so-called talking for us. Alright folks, we have surpassed a little bit over around 10,000 because I stopped at the wrong time, but still, we made it. I didn't see exactly what was supposed to come out for around 10,000, but given that it flew by really quickly, I'm going to assume that it's not a lot, but still, we have made to around 10,000, and look at how fast the bat is moving. Like I'm not even speeding up. This is just 1 time speed. And holy crap, the bat only appears on screen for like 1 frame, so like that's insanely quick. Unfortunately, I couldn't test out how much HP the bat have, although you can probably check the wiki to do the math yourself regarding round ramping. Since we're here, let's bring up the why I chose to do this. It's not because my previous videos regarding reaching to around 750 or around 1000, it was, you know, the best. No, I didn't get many views out there. I did that for fun. No, I did this because there's a daily challenge a few weeks ago now where Mindustry made a mistake. The challenge was something similar to that. It was round 263 if I'm not wrong. It's round 263, and we had a certain amount of money and limited towers to actually beat the round. However, because there was a bug, you could actually use the super monkey. Not a bug. Mindustry let the XX5 super monkey an option for players to use, even without double cash mode. So people have decided to use this and exploit that to reach their way on to super high rounds. Now, of course, this isn't going to be recorded in your stats if you look at your profile page, but still, it's interesting to see how high you can go. And now you guys can see how around 10,000 looks like. I'm sorry that we couldn't do this on logs so that you can see exactly how fast the bat is moving, but the fact that it's only moving, you can only see the bat for like 1 frame, should give you more than enough. I mean if that's not confusing, let's just move the Ledger of the Night like right over here. Like Jesus Christ, it's moving so fast that you can only throw out 1 blade at a time. You see that? It's way too slow, and you know what's the best part? It's not even hitting the bat. Like Jesus Christ, look at this. This is the same number of pots that I had from like round 2 when I had to place it there just to make sure that the ability activates after going to free play. But still, if we move our super monkey over here, our Legend of the Night, it still won't pop anything just because the bat is moving too fast. The projectiles aren't even hitting it. Like the hitbox isn't even within range of the you know, the hitbox just don't hit. Okay, now it hits, but still, point stands. It's only shooting out like 1 blade at a time. That's not how Legend of the Night works. I'm pretty sure that's not how any of these works. So yeah, if anything, point proven is that yeah, the bat is moving extremely fast. So we're going to see how high we can go. We might even go up to around 10,000 if we're lucky. So I'm going to leave this overnight, but first, actually, let me exit back to home screen and get rid of the bat that's flying around the super monkey, just to make sure that you know, we can speed things up a little bit. And we also can't continue the game, but that doesn't matter. We can re-record the whole thing. Okay, so now I'm going to talk in my sleep just to try to explain some things to you guys right now. So as you can see, once we hit somewhere around 8,000, you can't really see the balloons on screen now. That is because the balloons are at this point moving way too fast for, you know, any computations to be made, and you may or may not notice that it might be jumping rapidly between rounds. That's because sometimes there really isn't much going on in between those rounds. So yeah. As you can see, we have managed to hit around 10,000 as of now, but you can see that there's a big problem, and that is we literally don't know what comes out around 10,000. Why? Because the balloons are just moving way too fast. Like, even if I were to slow down, chances are you won't be able to see anything, so it's not going to be that useful to us. Now, we did manage to exceed around 50,000 with no problems whatsoever, no lag, no whatever, but we're going to time jump to around 65,000, where as you can see, we have exceeded more than $2.1 billion in cash. And what happened here, as you can see, is our cash went into a negative. This is what is known as an integer overflow. That's when 2 to the power of 31 has been reached, as in this number. As long as this number exceeds 2 to the power of 31, the game will do something called an integer overflow, because this is a 32-bit game and it can't store values above 32 bits. So what happens is that it just rounds back to the negative, and that results in negative 2.1 billion. So obviously it can't count upwards anymore. We could buy another tower to test it, but A, I'm sleeping, and B, I've made this challenge to such that it only restricts the super monkey, so it's a bit difficult to test, but trust me when I say that you can't buy anything if you have a negative amount of cash. And as you can see, we have exceeded around 100,000, and honestly, there's nothing you see here. Like, the balloons are just moving way too fast at this point. Now, one last thing before we stop recording, OBS did indeed crash at around 301,000. That's because Bloons TD6 was using up way too much RAM, like 8 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, I only have a 16 gig computer. So the fact that if my OBS crashed around then should give you a heads up that you probably shouldn't exceed around 300,000, especially if you don't have that good of a device. Well folks, we did it. We managed to crash the game. I've just managed to reboot OBS, and as you can see on the top right hand corner, we have reached around 697,946 before the game is lagging out. Now in theory, could we reach around 1 million? Sure, but that will require me getting a $3,000 computer just to you know, be able to run this properly. But outside of that, I think that this has been an incredible achievement thus far. Now it's a bit bland to show you guys you know, a still screen of a crash game. So let's just go ahead and show you guys the last few rounds before OBS crashed earlier on. But yeah, this has been an interesting one so far. It's been fun trying to reach the highest one possible, and interesting to see how fast the balloons manage to move. Although it's a shame that we couldn't really test out how much health points these balloons have. Like, there isn't any actual way to test that out, but that's fun. I suppose you could go to the wiki and check and do the math. If I can find the math, I'll just put it up on screen. But outside of that, it's been pretty fun thus far. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you like this video, leave a comment if you have anything to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video.